Hi everyone, my name is Orobosa Martins Egbon. Today I'll be sharing my personal and professional journey as a master's student in marketing and brand management at the Nottingham Trent University. Throughout this presentation, I'll reflect on the skills I've developed and also the impact of the UN Sustainable Development Goals in marketing and also my growth as a master's student at the Nottingham Trent University. Let's dive in. My assessment is divided into two parts. Looking at the first part, which states about my personal development and self-assessment. Under this, I have my own strengths and weaknesses using the diagnostic tools. Moving on, I have my personal development plan creation on this part. Also, my changes and development as a NTU postgraduate student. Moving on, I have my continuous professional development activities. And lastly, on this part, I have my reflection on self-discovery and skill development. Moving on to the part two of this assessment, which denotes exploring the UN SDGs and responsible management in marketing. Under this, I conducted the research on the UN SDGs and why the UN SDGs matters. Moving on, I have making a difference in marketing in relation to SDGs. Um, Moving on this part, I conducted a research on responsible management and why responsible management matters. Moving on, I have building a key team project. And lastly, on this part, my personal experience, the team problem solving using the STAR techniques. Moving on to the first part of this assessment, which denotes my strengths and weakness using the diagnostic tools. I began my journey by taking a close look at my own strengths and weaknesses using the diagnostic tools. Through this self-assessment, I gained valuable insight into my skills and areas for improvement. The employability career assessment helps shape my development plan, which I'll be explaining. Taking a look my first strength, which is effective communication. Um, I excel very well in sharing ideas that promote teamwork and understanding. And also, I possess great strength in teamwork. I view collaboration as a way to leverage diverse skills for achieving a team success. And moving on to my next strength, which denotes inquisitiveness. I have a strong drive to learn and explore, which keeps me engaged and motivated in all I do. Moving on to the next strength, which denotes adaptability. I'm a resilient person and I'm open to changes anytime, which allows me to embrace new opportunities easily. And moving on to the last strength which I possess, which is critical analysis. I always love to apply analytical skills to evaluate information from different perspectives. That's why most times I always ask myself whenever I find myself in a situation, I always ask myself, what if? What if it is done this way? So I always analyze critically. Moving on to my weakness, my first weakness denotes mediation. I struggle with negotiation, most especially when it comes to promoting effective communication to settle disagreements. I really need to work on that because of my long-term goals, because I really want to be an entrepreneur, so of a bakery. So I'll be managing staff, so I need to work on that. Secondly, allotment. I need to improve on assigning tasks and resources efficiently to promote fairness and productivity in my organization. Moving on to the next weakness which I possess, which is employment of standardized evaluation process. I'm currently working on incorporating standardized assessment practice for consistent evaluation. And moving on to the last weakness which I possess, which is crisis mitigation. I'm actively developing strategies to proactively address conflicts and also to resolve disputes through effective communication. So I really like to work on these weaknesses so it can be helpful for my long-term goals. This strength and weaknesses gives me a clear understanding of where I currently stand, and it guides me in my continuous improvement journey. Moving on to the next part, which states my personal development plan. My personal development plan centers on strengthening my entrepreneurial skills I aim to create measurable goals that blend business acumen with leadership and problem-solving abilities. This plan has served as a roadmap guiding me towards a career in successful business management. Um, we'll take a look at my long-term goals. I've always want to develop an entrepreneurial skills for running a business. I've always dreamt of owning a bakery business in future, and there are some ways I tend to achieve this goal. Firstly, is by establishing a defined goal, which involves setting clear objectives, which will help me keep on track and give me a structured path forward. Moving on to the second way I can achieve this is by acquiring business knowledges, um, which involves expanding my understanding of business fundamentals and how it's crucial for making informed decision. Um, Moving on to the next way of me achieving this long-term goal is honing important ability, which involves building my core skills that is necessary for effective business management. Moving on to the next subheading, which involves resources required for achieving this. Firstly, I'll take a look at entrepreneurship courses, as these courses will provide me with formal education in areas like strategy, of going into the business, finance, and also management. Secondly, I will involve in mentorship program by connecting with experienced mentors that will offer guidance, insights, and also feedback as I work towards my goals. And thirdly, I will involve in opportunities for networking and conferences, um, because this networking and conferences event will allow me to expand my professional connection and also exchange ideas and learn from others in the industry. Okay, moving on to the next subheading, which is the possible changes which I may face during this long-term setting up of these long-term goals. It involves lack of funds, um, because financial limitations can hinder access to like certain resources. Because I plan to overcome this, but I plan to overcome this by seeking networking opportunities that might lead to sponsorship or affordable alternatives. Yeah. Then moving on to the next possible challenges might be time constraints, because of the balancing time commitment may be difficult, especially with learning and networking demands. I will address this by planning ahead and prioritizing my schedules carefully. Moving on to the next subheading, which involves how will I measure the success. Firstly, I would say by establishing a firm foundation. Uh, Secondly, achieving objectives by consistently meeting my short-term objectives. It will indicate that I'm moving forward. I'm moving towards my larger goals. And thirdly, um, efficiently managing operation. Like I would say, success will also mean developing the ability to manage operations smoothly and effectively. Uh, Moving on to the timeline. Which will it will take before I achieve this goal. For me, I've set a timeline of 2 years to reach these objectives. Within this period, I'm committed to dedicating consistent effort and focus to ensure meaningful progress. Moving on to the last subheading, who will help me achieve this? Firstly, I would say mentors. Secondly, I would say professionals in the industries. And lastly, entrepreneur network and supportive peer. In conclusion, I would say this personal development plan is a roadmap for my journey into entrepreneurship, by setting clear goals, utilizing essential resources, and addressing potential challenges. I'm committed to building the skills that's necessary for my business success, and I'm looking forward to see how this plan will take me in the next 2 years. Moving on to the next part of this assessment. Um, which involves my changes and development as a NTU postgraduate student. The NTU has provided an intense learning environment mixed with theories and practice. This dual approach has expanded my skills in leadership and also professional practice. Studying in NTU has been transformative, pushing me to apply concepts in the real world settings and become adaptable in diverse business contexts. I would like to walk you through some of these developments, which are organized into two main categories. Firstly is the fundamental practice, and secondly is the professional practice. So we'll take a look at the fundamental practice. I've developed more in emotional intelligence. This is one of the core skills I've developed in NTU. Engaging with my colleagues in various contexts taught me how to better understand and manage my emotions. This has been especially useful in maintaining a positive environment, even in challenging situations. It has helped me relate to others more effectively and promoting collaboration and understanding. Moving on to the next development is adaptability and flexibility. Because today in today's world, adaptability and flexibility is very, very crucial. Working with people from diverse cultures and participating in practical sessions, lectures, and assignments help me build resilience. I learn to quickly adapt to new ideas and remain flexible in my approach, which I believe is essential for success in both academic and professional settings. And lastly, on the fundamental practice is the entrepreneurial skills. I also hone my entrepreneurial abilities through group activities and brainstorming sessions. I practice taking calculated risk and thinking innovatively. This experience has allowed me approach problem with solution-oriented mindset, which I believe will be valuable for my future and my career prospect. Now, we're moving on to the professional practice. Firstly is leadership and team building, the professional practice, because leadership and teamwork are the art of any professional field. Through various group activities, I strengthen my leadership skills, learning how to bring out the best in my team and ensure that each member feel valued in the team. And this experience has taught me the importance of collaboration, and it has helped me develop strategies to guide a team, to guide my team effectively. Um, Moving on to the next on professional practice, which involves critical thinking and analysis. This is another skills I've gained as a student in NTU. Uh, by analyzing complex situation and also considering the potential consequences, I've learned to approach problem more proactively. This has made me more confident in making decisions, and it has sharpened my ability to respond thoughtfully in different scenarios. Lastly, on the professional practices is the effective communication. Effective communication has been a cornerstone of my development, honestly, because I remember when I came to the NTU, I was this shy person. I never want to speak with anyone, but with this clear and open communication, it allowed me to build strong relationship and minimize misunderstanding. I learned the value of listening and expressing my ideas in a way that is both concise and engaging, which has been invaluable in my interactions with colleagues. To conclude this, I would say my time at NTU has been incredibly enriching. I'm confident that I will be a star in my career, in my future career, and also each experience has taught me something valuable, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to grow in such a supportive environment and also a challenging environment. Thanks to NTU for that. Moving on to the next part, which talks about my continuous professional development activities. These CPD activities has been key to my growth. These activities goes beyond formal education, involving practical experiences, networking, and skill enhancement. Each activities has broadened my perspective, preparing me to be more effective and agile in my professional field. Some of these activities are the Lego series. Um, Firstly, through these activities, I would like building models. I worked on teamwork, resilience, communication skills. Uh, this hands-on learning helped me enhance my adaptability and flexibility. Moving on to the next activities, which is exploring Nottingham. Participating in these activities around Nottingham foster resilience and also a positive mindset, preparing me for the future challenges. And moving on to the next, which is election volunteering. Um, this experience allowed me to engage with community members and also understand the importance of civic engagement and organizational engagement. Also, moving on to the next, which is the Tonbridge event. This event also enhanced my adaptability and flexibility as I engage with diverse people, and also I learned more about team dynamics in different cultural contexts. Moving on, I have engaging in Global Week. This linked to my personal development plan by connecting with people from different backgrounds, cultures, and exchanging ideas, and also exploring collaboration. Also, moving on is engaging in regular exercise. Uh, this connects to it links to my professional development or my personal development through going to gymnastic to maintain body fitness. It's also that links to my personal development. Moving on, I have my part-time job working in the kitchen, working as a kitchen assistant improves my understanding of operational procedures in the kitchen, like upholding good hygiene, adhering to food and safety regulation, and also the workflow. And moving on, I also participated in the Landing on the Moon event. Uh, this activity linked to my personal development by supporting teamwork and also problem solving and technical planning, and also providing experience in collaboration and also in decision making. Also, moving on, I also participated in the employability training activities. Uh, Participating in these activities helped me to have more experience in enhancing my CV and also understanding recruitment challenges and also increase my readiness for future job applications. Moving on to the last part of the session A of this assessment, we state reflection on self-discovery and skill development. Uh, Self-reflection has been critical in refining my skills. Using the Trent model, which denotes training, reflection, education, nurturing, and teaching, I was able to identify my strengths and opportunities for growth. Working in the bakery in Nigeria and also applying the theories from NTU, I've bridged the gap between classroom learning and the real world application. We now move on to the second part of this assessment, which denotes understanding the UN SDGs. The UN SDGs are a set of 17 global goals that are designed to address the most pressing global challenges, which includes poverty, inequality, climate change, environmental degradation, peace, and justice. They were adopted in the year 2015 as part of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Some of the key themes of these SDGs are the people, the planet, prosperity, peace, partnership. The purpose why this UN SDG was created, it was aimed at achieving a sustainable and equitable and prosperous world by the year 2030. Uh, Also, the goals encourage collaborative action from governments, businesses, and civil societies to ensure economic, social, and environmental sustainability. Um, Moving on to the next part, which states research conducted on the USDG. My research on the UN SDGs reveals the gap in the global awareness. Even in developed region, many people lack this knowledge of these goals. I found NTU's curriculum integration of SDGs as an excellent model, highlighting the real-world relevance of sustainable development. This research reaffirmed the importance of promoting SDGs through responsible marketing. Moving on to the next, we state why the UN SDG matters. These SDGs are not only important for the government, but also for businesses and economies worldwide. By working towards these goals, I can say businesses can they achieve sustainable growth, also reduce costs and enhance their brand reputation. For instance, focusing on climate action or poverty alleviation opens new markets and also it fosters customer loyalty. Moving on to the next part, we state making a difference in marketing in relation to SDGs. Uh, Marketing campaigns can impact the adoption of sustainable practice. I would say a brand can focus on eco-friendly packaging, ethical sourcing, or community engagement. This approach would it will create a connection between the consumer's choice and a positive social outcome, empowering brands and also their customers to make a difference. Moving on to the next part, we state responsible management and why responsible management matters. I would say responsible management incorporates ethics, sustainabilities, and social responsibility into every aspect of business. Um, they fosters long-term success and also they enhance brand reputation and also mitigate risk. I would say company like Unilever are leading examples, proving that responsible practice are not just beneficial for the planet, but it's also profitable. Moving on to the next, which denotes building a key team for a key project. I would say building an effective team is essential for achieving the sustainable development goals within a business project. For a project to be successful, team members need clear objectives and diverse skills also by fostering open communication and also a collaborative environment. Teams can drive innovation and also produce impactful results. Moving on to the next, which denotes my personal experience, where I was able to solve a problem within the team. I would say this happened during my first module, which is the principle of marketing. I faced resistance from members who initially dismissed my input, but however, by consistently contributing ideas and refining strategies based on feedback, I was able to earn their respect and help our team achieve the third place in the project competition. I would say this experience taught me valuable lessons in collaboration, patience, and also perseverance. Moving on to my reflection and future aspiration on my problem solving experience, I would say this experience highlighted the importance of open communication and also share goals. Moving forward, I plan to create a positive and supportive environment that encourage diverse perspective. I aim to inspire my future teams by aligning their strengths with our common objectives by fostering a culture of growth and also innovation. This was the last meeting with my mentor, academic mentor, Dr. Kuchambolo. We are really grateful. I personally am grateful for your time and also the knowledge you pass through us, you instill in us. I say a very big thank you to you, and may God continue to enrich you in all you do.